wasted world of sports, eh?
Oh, he's copped a head right to the nuts. Tedesco's butt crack.
Ahoy!
He's nearly taken security's head off.
I have no idea what the wasted world of sports is.
Wasted Water Sports crew, ahoy. Welcome back. Hail Fries, ahoy, buddy. How is everything going as we are ready for our next game here? The Penrith Panthers, who have been on an absolute roll as of late. Can they keep that going here against the South Sydney Rabbitohs? As they say, we are about to find out. It's certainly not, they've got themselves in a position, the Panthers, where it's certainly not season defining. Like we just saw from the last game, the Sharks had it all to play for. Not so much here from the Panthers. Obviously, they will want to win. Of course, they will want to win. But it's not that season defining for them at this rate. They've got themselves now in a very decent position, which is quite remarkable considering how they started. Like, you got to remember, going into the Origin period, the Panthers were bottom of the table. And I kept saying, people had written them off. People were very quick to write them off. And I kept saying, if these guys go on a run, the competition is so tight in 2025, they can jump back into the 8 before you realize it. And here we are. A win tonight consolidates them inside that top 8. And even a loss is not that detrimental to their cause. They obviously want to win, though, against an injury-ravaged Rabbitohs team, the South Sydney Rabbitohs, who have Alex Johnston running out at fullback tonight. Jamie Humphries, though, at halfback is a big return. Jack Whiten moving into 5'8" to replace the injured Cody Walker. So they've still got a decent team. Ewan Aiken moves to the centres, so a little bit of a shuffle here from Uncle Wayne. He's rearranged the troops. And I think he's come up with a pretty decent team with what he's had available. It'll be tough to get over the top of the Panthers, though. Panthers resting Nathan Cleary, resting Isaah Yeo, no Liam Martin, no Isaac Tungo, who's out suspended. So they're down on some troops, some Panthers, but still a strong team. Blaze Talungi has certainly started to come into his own. Brad Schneider is tasked with the halfback jersey tonight. But I think Blaze will need a big game if they are going to get the job done here, the Panthers. Certainly more than capable of it. Referee blows his whistle. And we are off and running here. Panthers versus the Rabbitohs. The final game here of Friday night footy. Looking forward to this one as the Panthers... Can they continue this role that they've been on and do a number on the understrength? Well, both teams are understrength, but the severely understrength Rabbitohs. Big defense from the Panthers early on, driving the Rabbitohs backwards from dummy half. Havili taking it up towards halfway. Getting my team sheets organised here because there's quite a few changes in this one. Kalaumatangi backs into the defence. So Alex Johnston's playing fullback, Michelle. That might have just gone and ruined my multi. This is what happens. Well, this is what happens when I put a bloody multi on without checking the team sheets. There he is playing fullback.
I just dropped my drink. Thank God I haven't opened the can yet.
Panthers back in possession. Here's Alamotti. Driven back in the tackle. Now, Uncle Wayne will surely have the troops up for this one. Wayne Bennett.
Absolutely.
He'll see the team selection of the Panthers. I think he'll use that as ammo. The disrespect, the blatant disrespect of these guys fielding the team that they have. How dare they do this to us? That sort of thing.
Game of Mel, I was just giggling because there was another guy in the chat called Gamer P. I was like, oh, look, Game L. Have you met Game P? I was just
Kicked downfield by Schneider, taken at the back by Isaah Tass. Rabbitohs back in possession. Gamers out the wazoo. What it is. Gamers everywhere.
Gamers everywhere.
So yes, Alex Johnston at fullback. Ewan Aitken shifts from the second row into the centres because Jack Whiten has taken over the number 6 jersey in the absence of Cody Walker. But it is the Rabbitohs with a slight, ever so slight, territorial advantage here early on. 5th and last. Kalau Matangi takes it 40 out from the Panthers line. And it goes to Humphreys to kick. He puts it high, picking out To'o. To'o takes it under limited pressure at the back. Panthers in possession. Jack Whiten anytime. Trust, says Ryan Baker.
Oh, I've been putting Jack Whiten in my anytimes for a couple of weeks now, and I'm,
Early shift here from the Panthers. There's space on the left edge. Cutting back in field. Sorensen ran out of space and probably not the player you want on the left wing. But an early shift from the Panthers. Putting some pressure on as Lindsay Smith now takes the line on 5th and last. 25 out in midfield. Kenny goes to Schneider. Puts the kick up for To'o. But it's McLean who gets through. Bats it back for To'o. To'o grubbers through and it's knocked on at the back by the Rabbitohs. A metre out. But a penalty to the Rabbitohs. Offside.
That's an interesting call, considering. But we'll see what happens.
Yes, when Brian To'o put this second kick through, I believe the players were offside as it's batted back there by Alamotti. And yes, he was just in front of To'o in that second kick. DJ Shack, not necessarily a dominant win for the Panthers. I just think that their potential try scorers, there's a lot of unknowns about this Rabbitohs team. Alex Johnston shifting to fullback. Jack Whiten moving into the halves. Ewan Aitken going from the second row into the centres. There's a lot of unknowns. Alex Johnston seemed like the most surefire thing in that Rabbitohs team. Whereas with the Panthers, you know a little bit, you've got a little bit more certainty around where the tries are going to come from. That's my take. I'm not necessarily expecting a belting, but the try scorers, I think there will be a lot of tries for both teams. And the Panthers are just easier to pick, in my opinion. Yeah, certainly no disrespect intended to Uncle Wayne and his Rabbitohs here as Humphreys dinks it in over the top and Jenkins flies through the air to take it.
Jenkins.
A flying milk carton.
Point to prove.
Penalty to the Panthers now.
And he is still proving it.
Penalty to the Panthers. And we just saw Milky go flying through the air. A beautiful sight.
Strawberries and cream. That's what we should call him.
Finding touch here.
Rang up and going on.
Finding touch 30 metres out from their own line. Sorensen with the first hit up. And there he is, the master coach, Uncle Wayne. Never had a wooden spoon, and I dare say he's not going to have one this year either. I think the Titans have got that locked up.
Well, one would assume.
Oh, Schneider with a nice inside ball, and Garner goes straight through a big gap. Oh, he had Edwards on the outside, didn't give it to him. Edwards was in under the post. Garner goes to ground, though. Still on for the Panthers. 3 tackles left as they shift back to midfield. Papali'i will play it. 10 metres out.
Jenkins, DJ
Kenny.
Jack. Thomas Jenkins.
On to Lindsay Smith. Back to Papali'i as they come back left. Schneider shows it inside. Goes outside for Casey McLean, who loses it over the sideline.
No, that would be Thomas Jenkins that lost it over the sideline. The ball went straight between his legs.
Nice break in the middle of the field there from the Panthers. Oh, but Garner, I think it was, just needed to look to his right. Dylan Edwards was flying up in support.
DJ Shack, did you ever have you're in the UK, am I correct in saying that?
DJ Shack?
Yeah, he's in the UK, yeah?
I
No?
thought DJ Shaq was a Brizzy local.
I thought he was overseas. DJ Shaq, where are you?
I always thought he was from Queensland, Brisbane.
How are you labouring under the impression?
Now left edge they go. Alex Johnston almost into space. Well defended there from the Panthers.
Well then.
Calling troops on the inside, and it's Jai Arrow who steps up, rumbles it up the middle. Brady is asking what the Sharks score was. It was 31, I believe. 31-18. Sharks over the Roosters. Kick downfield. Edwards takes it. Heads back infield. Edwards almost away from the tackle of host. In fact, he is. Still going Edwards. Beats another. What a good kick return that was from Dylan Edwards.
Well, I apologise, DJ Shaq, because for whatever reason, I've been labouring under the impression that you were in the UK. So
penalty here to the Panthers as the Rabbitohs crowd the play the ball area, crowding the ruck. I think you might be confused with Dan Jam. DJ Shaq, Dan Jam. Very kind of similar names.
Possibly. You know, they just start with a D, so you know I've confused you.
Panthers find touch just inside the Rabbitohs half. They tap and go. Sorensen. A bit upright in contact.
But
no damage done here. 35 out from the line. Papali'i carries it inside the 30. Standing in the tackle. Now he goes to ground with Kalaumatangi over the top. 25 out. Inside ball is a nice one here for Leota, who straightens. 20 metres out. Kenny goes left. Schneider drops it off to Sorensen. Angling back in. 10 metres out. 2 tackles left. Garner fires the pass out the back, or Smith rather. Now it's Garner onto Edwards. Numbers to the right here. Alamotti to To'o, who slips. The Rabbitohs sliding defense gets across and shuts that down. Fifth and last. The crossfield kick from Schneider lands it perfectly. Spilt out the back by Talangi. Fired by Lindsay Smith out to Milky Jenkins. He's lost it. Jenkins cocked it up. Oh, no. It is not the night for our same game multis. Jenkins just needed to ground it, but he spills it. Milky.
Oh, no. It's gone.
Unbelievable. Just not meant to be tonight. Not meant to be tonight for the same game multis.
No. Look, we're in the first 9 minutes. We've got plenty of time.
Where's all this? All this positivity only ever comes out just to oppose me. Otherwise, you're negative Nelly, much like myself.
Yeah.
You are predisposed to be the complete opposite side of whatever I'm on. And that's why it works. That's why it works, because who wants to see a couple of co-hosts who agree on everything? That's what I say to Jace all the time with the wrestling.
Excuse me while I let my dog out. Can you get out of the way of the door?
Through the hands now as the Rabbitohs shift right. Here's Johnston. AJ fends away from one. Gets it in field for Humphreys. Humphreys is trapped with the ball. 4 tackles gone. 30 metres out. Laumatangi goes to Whiten. Shows it inside. And Whiten picked up and dumped in a 2-man tackle. 5th and last. 20 metres out. The Rabbitohs. Humphreys. Crossfield kick. Contestable ball here for Munro. What a take from Casey McLean, I believe it is, who's come up with it. Hell of a take, that one. Now, Talangi scoots off down the short side. Bent over backwards in the tackle. That was a rough one. Jenkins from dummy half. Gets a little bit of a working over on the ground as well from Hubner. To'o at first receiver. Tackle 4. Kick here from Schneider. Gets a good angle on it from inside the 40, but back to cover it off there. Tyrone Munro, who runs it back. Ewan Aitken, as we said at the top of the stream, slotting in at the centres tonight. Arrow stands in the three-man tackle. 28.5 left in this opening 40. Here's Kalamatangi shifting it on for Whiten. Whiten's got host. Up over halfway, they go, the Rabbitohs. 2 tackles left. Kalamatangi. Straight up the guts. Short side for Whiten. Whiten puts a very solid kick down the middle of the field, and it ends up in row 10. 7 tackle set for the Panthers. Don't know what that was from Whiten, but whatever it was crap. And a nice 7 tackle set incoming here for the Panthers. They didn't make much use of that first hit up, though, as Jenkins only makes a couple of meters. That's better from To'o. Here's Leota. This will be a good one. Whiten trying to make up for that kick, but Leota does end up getting the better of him and marching forward. Garner takes it up to halfway now on play 3. Edwards to Smith. Here's the shift. Inside ball for Sorensen. 2 tackles left. Panthers 40 out from the line. Papali'i. Tackled in front of the post, 30 out. Schneider, slightly off the side of the boot, but it's still solid contact and contestable. To'o taps it back for Alamotti, who puts the second kick in, and Alamotti scores. Alamotti gets the second kick in, wins the race to the ball, and he plants it down, and we have our first tick of the same game multi. Paul Alamotti, have yourself a nice beer, mate. A nice cold beer. Panthers up 4-0. Alamotti with the woo. Now, this will be interesting. Were they a step offside on that kick chase? Well, that will be for the bunker to decide. But at the moment, it's a try for Alamotti. It's a tick off the same game multi, and it's the Panthers leading 4-0 with the kick to come. It's pretty much what they tried with the first potential try from To'o, putting the second kick in, getting it over the top, but catching them offside. Seems like this one's been confirmed, though. We've gone through all the... Try confirm. There you go. We've been through all the graphics and celebrations. So it'll be rough to overturn now. Paul Alamotti gives us our first tick off the multi. Well, that should be tick number 2. Should be. But for Thomas Jenkins dropping the ball over the try line. That should be our second one. Dylan Edwards. Not the most reliable goal kicker. 10 in from touch. Oh, he's nailed it. He knew that he would have the goal-kicking duties tonight, so he's been practicing. Panthers up 6-0. It was on the right edge, so not the favoured side for a right-footed kicker. And Edwards smokes it. Right down the middle, Panthers are up 6-0. Rabbitohs get us back underway. They've been given the all clear from the TV director. That was a long commercial from Telstra. Like, seriously, one of the longest commercials that you'll see in between conversion to kickoff.
Maybe they got the shits with me because we cancelled Foxtel.
Maybe. Yeah, Nacho, Tom Jenkins. He was across the line, but he dropped it. Couldn't get it to ground. Should have been our first tick off the multi. But Paul Alamotti got it done for us. So we should have 2 ticks. Only the one. Panthers back in possession now from the restart. Tackle 4, almost up to the 40. Here's Edwards. Viking axe, ahoy mate. Fifth and last, Schneider from just his own side of halfway, straight down the gullet of Alex Johnston. And Johnston returns it to the 30. Paul Casso. I think the Panthers will make the finals this year again, no doubt, from Papua New Guinea. Yep, I never had a doubt. Even when they were on smack bang the bottom of the table, I never had doubt that they would be playing finals football this year.
Can confirm he's said it all season.
Short ball from Whiten almost puts host into a gap. Well read and well defended by the Panthers line. 2 tackles left. Kalamatangi doing a lot of ball playing tonight. Alex Johnston filling in at fullback tonight. Still has the number 2 on his back, because it'd just be wrong if he was wearing anything else. Kicking for To'o's edge. Brian To'o up above everybody somehow and takes it. Where was that at Origin? Sorry, we weren't going to talk about Origin. To'o with a nice strong kick return. 40 metres out from their own line here, the Panthers. Edwards scoots out a dummy half. He's got Talangi with him, or McLean rather. Feeds it on for Jenkins. Jenkins puts the fend on and he's in open space. Edwards in support and the Panthers will score under the post. The break from Thomas Jenkins gives it back in field to Edwards. Untouched under the sticks. 10-0 kick to come. Wow.
Sorry.
Shifting to the left edge, and it was McLean who, a little in and away, drew the defence in. The outside defence came in, and it gave Jenkins just enough room, and he had just enough power to put the right arm fend in. And Edwards looming up in support. No scrambling defenders from the Rabbitohs. That was video game easy for the Panthers there on that occasion. Video game level easy.
Is Dylan Edwards one of the 91 players? I didn't see that. 91
I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of...
I've seen so many of those things come out.
Yeah. There's lots of stuff coming out about that rugby league game, like the player ratings and how terrible the player scans look. Like, literally all the clubs have done a video taking the bollocks out of the player scans and how they look. That's not a good sign for a newly released video game. That's all I'm saying. When the official licensed thing is making a mockery out of your graphics.
Well, they do it all the time, though. I mean, it happens. I mean, I'm not even going to... Well, I showed you the WNBA one. Yeah.
Oh, why didn't we have Dylan Edwards in the multi?
I don't know. We got Thomas Jenkins in the multi, and he was being unselfish, and he passed the ball.
He's been a goof is what he's been by dropping the ball over the line as Edwards converts, and the Panthers lead 12-0.
I'm not going to lie, I did that like a couple of times in my game on Tuesday, and the ball literally went through my legs, and I was like, why can I not catch tonight? Like, I seriously felt like I was trying to catch a basketball and I had oven mitts on or something. It was terrible.
I'm not sure, Ashton. I'm not sure, mate, if it's up or not, because I actually don't have the game.
Who's Ashton?
On TikTok, asking if Pro Team's up. That I don't know. I don't actually have the game, so I can't tell you if it's up or not.
Is it coming out on Nintendo Switch?
Probably not.
Oh, well, then I probably won't get it.
20 metres out from their own line now. Talangi plays it for the Panthers. McLean from dummy half. Tackle 3. Papali'i tries to put the fend on, but he's well matched up in midfield. 2 tackles left, and it's an early kick here from Talangi from inside the 40, puts it out on the full. Well, here's a chance now for the Rabbitohs. He backed himself, though. The youngster, Blaze Talangi, backed himself, saw the space in behind, but he just didn't execute. Snaps this one out on the full, and a chance for the Rabbitohs.
Cleary yet, buddy.
Yes, but props to him for trying.
Absolutely.
They've got 12 points to play with at this stage. 12 to play with. Saw the space in behind, went for it. Certainly can't begrudge him for that. He would have looked like a master if he pulled it off. Set restart now for the Rabbitohs as the Panthers holding down, taking too long to reset the defensive line. 10 out from the line. Here go the Bunnies. Kalamatangi out the back for Whiten. Poor pass there for Johnston, who has to fall forward as he takes it. And again, a slow play the ball. They are really, really pushing the limits here at ruck time, the Panthers. Totola backs into the defenders. 5 meters out. Harvili dummies right, then goes the short side. Whiten says, nope, that's the way we should have gone. Humphreys has got it now to Johnston. Here's Aitken with the flick pass out for Munro, who has to step back in field. Gets away from Milky. And it's 10 meters out from the line now, just to the right of posts. 2 tackles left for the Bunnies. Kalamatangi to Whiten. Dummies, steps off the left. Well read by the Panthers defense. Whiten's really trying to overplay his hand at the moment. Kalamatangi spells it on the 5th and last. It's play on. Little grubber kick in behind from Humphreys is scooped up by Edwards. But really, really poor end of set there from the Bunnies. But yeah, just going back to Jack Whiten for a moment, I feel like he's just trying too hard at the moment.
He is. It's like Zach Lomax all over again. Like, you just try too hard to make something happen. Just don't.
Yep. He's been shifted into the halves. No Cody Walker. Probably feeling a lot of responsibility. No Latrell Mitchell as well out the back. So, yeah, probably feeling a lot of pressure on his shoulders.
Is Cody Walker out for the season? Has he got a...
Oh, he's out for a long while, I think. As Talangi puts this ball high. Jenkins racing through. Wins the battle in the air, and Casey McLean's in open space. Fires the pass back in field, and it's taken by the Rabbitohs.
I feel like...
Boy, it was on again there.
I mean, with Cody Walker out indefinitely, Latrell Mitchell out, like, the Rabbitohs should just...
Give up.
Work on what they can.
No.
Not
I'm only joking.
But, you know,
I'm
they're
only kidding.
probably not going to make finals, so let's just try and build on some foundations for next season.
Yeah, I don't think that Whiten's the answer for next season. That's for sure. But maybe maybe Uncle Wayne is just really legitimately trying to avoid his first ever wooden spoon. There could be that as well.
Yes.
5th and last here, the Rabbitohs. 40 out, short side for Humphreys. Puts this one high. Edwards is under it. Takes it with ease at the back there. Gets away from the first kick chase. Oh, the ever-reliable military Dill.
Well, that's it. That's it, DJ Shack. The Rabbitohs are such a fantastic team on paper, but when it comes to playing on the field, they can't string it together like an actual proper team. There's too many eyes out there. You know, too many me's. They're not playing for the greater good. So, which sucks because I rate highly a lot of the Rabbitohs players. But, you know, they seem to shoot themselves in the foot every other week.
Snyder puts the kick down, and it's allowed to bounce. But yeah, if the Rabbitohs have their full team on the park, then yeah, I'm stunned that they are where they are. But they've just had so many injuries all season.
Yeah, but I mean, look at stuff like that, like the pass through the hands. Like, there's just no communication. There's no.
Oh, that's huge defense from the Panthers. Casey McLean and Papa Leahy have just done a number on, who was that there? Ewan Aitken, the poor fella. Space out to the left. Alex Johnston tries to spin away from Alamotti. Well defended here from the Panthers. Short side for Whiten. Pops the ball up for Jacob Post again, I believe. Or, yes, it is. Jacob Post.
Well,
5th and last.
I mean, what are they
This ball is put high. Edwards is under it. Chasing through Kalamatangi, but Edwards takes it. Been one-way traffic, really, this first half.
Are we surprised?
A little bit, yeah. I really genuinely did think what I messaged you on Facebook earlier tonight was like, I feel like an ambush could be on the cards. Uncle Wayne will get these youngsters up for this fight. He'll consider the resting of Cleary and Yo an insult. Look at all the players that they've left out that they didn't have to.
Cleary hasn't been playing at 100% regardless. He's been playing injured. You've still got Dylan Edwards out there steering the ship. You've got, To'o out there. He's calming things down with the young ones. Like, it's not like they're resting everybody.
Panthers put this kick up. Contestable ball in midfield. Sits up for Lindsay Smith. Still fifth and last. Beware the second kick. Bounces awkwardly for AJ, who steps away from the kick chase and goes up the middle goes Johnston. Taken down on the 30. What a hell of a kick return from Alex Johnston. But yeah, Henry, Alex Johnston playing fullback for the Rabbitohs in their current depleted, injury-ravaged state that they are.
Yes, they are. They are injury-ravaged 100%. But I don't think we're giving the...
Oh, and here's a big mistake. Kalau Matangi, the inside ball, has been spilt by LeBlanc. And here come the Panthers. This could be another one incoming.
I mean, that's it. The Panthers, they're resting Cleary. They're resting Isaah Yo. However you say his last name when it's on its own. They've still got Dylan Edwards. They've still got Blaise Talangi. Regardless of that kick, yes, it was terrible. But, he's doing other good things on the field. They've got Thomas Jenkins out there. They're just... Thomas Jenkins has stood up this year. He's had to stand up where he's been filling in for injured players all over the goddamn park. And he has done it. And done it well. So...
Oh, yeah, he's a player like Shibasaki. Shouldn't even be in the starting team, but he took his chance with both hands. As a shift now, Alamotti steps back in field.
Alamotti's out there.
15 meters out. Schneider on the 20. Out the back for Smith. Short ball there for Eisenhuth. 2 tackles left here for the Panthers. Kenny goes left. Schneider takes it back into the middle of the park. Edwards is caught, held up and driven backwards. 5th and last on the 10. Schneider in midfield. Puts this one high, looking for the post. Overcooks it a little bit, but it's been battered dead by Whiten. Why? Why didn't he try and catch it? He was taking no chances there, Whiten.
It's just brain snaps like that. There's no pressure on you guys. You're not going to, even if you do make that...
Oh, and he's on report. Jack Whiten's also on report for that high contact. Fake Slim Shady, ahoy, mate. Manuel Snow, ahoy, mate. Welcome back. Rabbitohs, short restart. And the Panthers have just stood there and let Tyrone Munro take it. That's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. They literally just stood there and said, here, mate, you have it.
Well, don't do that game, Mel. Dan's dulcet tones will put you to sleep. I've done that on many a stream.
That's the most incredible thing I've ever seen. They just stood there and let the Rabbitohs take it. Anyway, a shift here early in the tackle count, or midway through. The Rabbitohs go left. No way through this Panthers defense at the moment, though. Just going edge to edge at the moment, the Bunnies. Trying to find a gap. Munro back on the inside line. Beats one, but McLean takes him down on halfway. 5th and last. Humphreys in midfield. Skies it. Edwards is under it to take it on the fall. Heads back down the short side. Easy as you like. No pressure on Dill at the back. Although that was pretty funny. See, oh, that's a huge hit there on poor Milky. Totola and Host absolutely bent him in half.
I still think we should call him Strawberries and Cream.
It was LeBlanc, sorry. LeBlanc. And now another big hit, but standing in the tackle because he's a big guy is Luke Garner.
That shot on Jenkins was more horizontal than the shot in the first game.
Talangi takes the line on. Yeah, I don't even try and keep up with the ruling sometimes. 5th and last. Back to Schneider. Schneider putting it down the throat of Johnston. And AJ heads back in field, brings it outside the 20. There is never going to be consistency, of course, in a what's the word? There'll never be consistency when there's human involvement to the extent that it is in sports, but still, you could at least get a little bit closer. You know, we could at least get it a little bit closer.
Call stuff all the time.
Sweet pea, ahoy. Up over halfway now goes Kalaumatangi. Goes out the back to nobody, but it sits up the bounce to Ewan Aiken. Flick pass from Munro. Munro one-on-one with Jenkins. Jenkins does well. Munro flicks it out the back for Johnston on halfway. Firing it infield where half a gap opened up, but closes just as quickly. And Mamazelis plays it. Humphreys is going to put this kick up. To'o moves forward and takes it, and he's got a little bit of open space, To'o. Couldn't get away. Couldn't get away, though. Odd pop it, ahoy.
Season, hasn't he?
Jack without the bucket hat. You have to watch this. You smashed your TV. Don't worry, I'll buy a new one Monday.
Did you smash
going for the Rabbitohs, I'm assuming. Going for the Rabbitohs, I'm assuming. Will, ahoy there, mate. Will Main.
Upset Origin.
Will Main with another new name. Oh,
Will.
Fifth and last here. Schneider almost caught with the ball. Gets it back to Edwards. The kick goes down to Johnson. Yeah, is it Will Main or another Will? Because we also did used to have a Will on YouTube. Broncos fan Will. But he disappeared after the 2023 grand final. He never came back again.
Hey, if I can come back, anyone can come back.
But it is Will Main. There you go. 8 minutes to go until the halftime break. Tackle 3 here for the Bunnies on their own 40. Whiten heading across field. Dummying, just waving the hands around a lot, but not getting any. Well, I was just going to naturally
Camera monster to wave your hands around and yell stuff. Then you get the calls.
Whiten puts this kick high. It's very close to the sideline. It's out on the full. Well, Jack Whiten's night continues.
What on earth was Dylan Edwards doing?
Yeah, well, he was going to try and catch it with 1 foot over the sideline, but then he thought, nah, it's going well out anyway. I'll just leave it.
I'm just going to, And Jack Whiten, he's like, I don't know what I did there, but it was bad.
Jack Whiten's nightmare continues. He is overcooking the kicks left, right, and centre. Moe Taleb, thank you very much for the rose. Cheers. Woo. Up the middle now, Schneider gives it off to Alamotti, who's angling back in. 30 metres out from the line here, the Panthers. Eisenhuth to Schneider, short ball to Sorensen as they attack this left edge. Into midfield, Eisenhuth. Dummies the short ball, goes out the back for Schneider, onto Alamotti. To'o steps back in field, wrapped up by Whiten. Loses it out the side, play on. Fifth and last now for the Panthers, a metre out. Numbers to the left and a few gaps in the defence. Nathan Cleary would take advantage of this. Ken Schneider, cut out pass to Talangi. Talangi to Jenkins. Jenkins tries to put the step on, gets up and goes again. Casey McLean with the second kick, and it's well diffused by Humphreys. A metre out from their own line, the Rabbitohs. That was incredible. Oh, who's this hurt? Who's this hurt? Blaze Talangi, I think it is, in back play with the trainer.
Blaze Talangi was absolutely annihilated in that last lot of 6 in the cutout pass.
Oh, yeah.
He was absolutely crunched.
The quick hands. The quick hands, but he left his ribs exposed. And whoever the defender was, he found all of them.
Yep.
He's up and about, though. Blaze looks like he's about to cough up some blood. gagging impact play.
Looks like he's about to vomit Reece Walsh style.
Kick goes down to Edwards, fires it across to Jenkins, steps away from Munro, and Jenkins is brought down by Humphreys. 40 out from their own line here, the Panthers. Up by 12. Edwards scampers out a dummy half. Takes it up over halfway. Down the short side, McLean backs into the defence. Tackle 3, 40 metres out. Opening up the right-hand edge, but Sorensen goes straight. 30 from the line. Still on this left edge. Panthers now head back infield. Straight through goes Patea. Fires the no-looker back infield, and it's dived on by the Rabbitohs. Needed to go to ground there, son. There's still some inexperience here in this Panthers team, of course, but that is one player in particular with a huge future. Luron Patea. An absolute beast. Tyrone Munro it was, with the big hit on Blaze Talungi. Folded him.
It was a big hit.
Rabbitohs now up over halfway. Kalaumatangi is Talungi now. Well, Talungi's trying to get one back, but Kalaumatangi's probably not the bloke to go after, Blaze. Just saying. Fifth and last. Humphreys down the short side. Puts this one high. Where's the kick chase? Easy for Edwards at the back. And he returns it just short of the 20. I mean, they chased up in a line at least, the Rabbitohs, but bloody hell, you want more urgency on the kick chase than that. Uncle Wayne's not going to be happy.
Nope, they're going to get talking to at half time.
Alamotti up the middle. 3 minutes 30 to go until the break. Kenny onto Schneider, staying on this left edge. They've attacked here a lot. 2 tackles left. Kenny from dummy half. Again down the left edge. Talungi back inside for Edwards. They've opened up. He's got McLean in support. Casey McLean has got Munro behind him. Didn't realise it. Finally realised and put the afterburners on. Casey McLean scores. He nearly cocked it up. Casey McLean was a little casual. Didn't realise that Tyrone Munro was right on his heels.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and just no urgency from some of those Rabbitohs chasers. Casey McLean with the try. And, wow, one-way traffic. Somebody in the chat room said it will be 18-0 at halftime. And it's looking likely at the moment. That person is an oracle.
Said that, had a bet on it. Gamble responsibly, but I hope you had a bet on it.
Yes, that is oracle-like to be able to predict a halftime score. Casey McLean nearly made a complete mess of it.
I'm loving the person holding up the heads in the background and they had them up backwards. So it was just 2 white blobs.
Jack is asking for thoughts on the new NRL game. Haven't played it. Have not played it yet, Jack. I'll probably wait for it to go on sale.
If it comes out on Switch, I'll get it and I'll play it. We can do it. Can we do a Discord gaming Intoxigamer?
Well, if I had any intention of doing a video about it, I would buy it, and because you can claim that on tax relief on the purchase. But yeah, I don't think I'd be making any content about it. As Dylan Edwards converts from right beside the post, and the Panthers lead 18 points to 0. Oh, the scoreboard's frozen. Lovely.
Oh, good. There's like a minute to go till halftime.
Yeah.
And you're right back.
Couple of minutes.
Ready for the second half.
All right. 18-0. Panthers in the lead. And looking very, very comfortable, must be said. Very comfy indeed. They got this one in full control for the time being as the Rabbitohs get us back underway. 1 minute 40 until the halftime break. Alamotti is the only tick off our same game multi so far. 1 minute 20 to go. DJ Shack says Blaze Talangi got dacked in that replay. Yeah, nice. I didn't see that. I was messing about with the stream deck here. Edwards takes tackle 5, as he so often does. Back to Schneider. Kicks down for the corner. Rabbitohs let it bounce. They don't attack it. Now Johnston picks it up and gives it off to Tass for the kick return. Jaden, the try scored then was by Casey McLean for the Panthers. Inside the last minute of the half. Post, he's been immense this first half. He's put in a lot of effort. Jacob Post, one of the picks of the Rabbitohs forward pack, that's for sure. As Whiten sends it down the short side. Here's Tallis Duncan up over halfway. No support runners with him, but he couldn't get the arms free in the end anyway. 40 out from the line. Mamazoulis to Kalamatangi as they spread it wide to the right. Johnston, now some space for Munro, kicking back in field. Dylan Edwards gets back to bat the ball dead, but that was better from the Rabbitohs. That was better. Right on the stroke of half-time, they've actually fired a shot. But Dylan Edwards was perfectly positioned there to diffuse that kick. Bats it over the dead ball line. Stephen Peake. Ahoy, mate. Yes, Blaze Talangi and Nathan Cleary could be dangerous next year. Blaze Talangi and Nathan Cleary could be dangerous this year, Stephen Peake. Because you better believe that the Panthers will be in the finals. And I would not want to be anybody coming up against them in finals time. Sharks, big winners over the Roosters in the first game. Panthers looking dominant in the first half in this one. 18 points to 0 at the break. I'm going to have myself a quick break and we'll be right back here on the Wasted World of Sports. All right, Wasted Water Sports crew, welcome back. Halftime here. Panthers up 18 points to 0. Mitchell Vela Sports, ahoy, mate. I have not played the new Rugby League video game just yet. But I might, yeah, I mean, I definitely will. I will grab it and try it out, but I think I might wait for a patch or two to come out before I worry too much about it. Penrith 2770. Told y'all. Now I'm sure Penrith just lost 5 in a row on purpose. Well, yeah, I don't think that they lost 5 in a row on purpose, but as I've been saying all season long, Panthers will be in the finals. Panthers will be a premiership threat. Write them off at your own peril. Lots of people decided to write them off. And, yeah, they're feeling mighty, mighty goosey about it right about now. Daniel Anderson says, up to Panthers. My team is back. They never went away, to be honest. Daniel Anderson, that's my 2 cents. I don't think they ever actually went away. They had a horror run of injuries and suspensions and what have you, but yeah, I don't think they ever actually went away. They were never gone. Three tries to 0 up in this one, though. 18-0 at the break and looking pretty comfortable, must be said. Very comfortable at the break. No, I haven't tried it yet, Mitchell Vela Sport, as I just got through saying I will probably wait for a patch or two, but I'll try it at some point. Absolutely. I'll try it at some stage. I have to be really, really excited, over the top excited for a video game to get me to buy it on release day these days, because you know there's going to be errors, there's going to be bugs, so I usually wait a patch or two and pick it up on the updates. Let the initial buzz die down, unless it's something I'm really, really waiting for. Which certainly hasn't been the case on this occasion. But I just find it funny. I find it funny how all the teams are making fun of it. DJ Shack says also, when you looked at when they were dead last, you felt like they were at least competitive in most of their games. The then 16th place Titans felt more like the team that, and I hate using this terminology, but they looked like a team that belonged in dead last. 100% right, DJ Shack. Yeah, the Panthers, so depleted, like so injury ravaged, and lots of players suspended. But they were never really blown off the park. There were only 1 or 2 games that I can recall, anyway, that they just got completely blown off the park and never looked like they were in it. And even when teams completely blew them away in the first half, say, they would fight back in the second half and very nearly steal it. So you just always knew that if they could get their top team on the field, they were always going to be a threat. And now those experiences at the start of the season could just be a godsend at the back end of this season, right? Because you think about if there's injuries or suspension, some of these young players that weren't even meant to be on the field just yet have now got so much game time. And I just think this whole Panthers squad is very well primed now going into the back end of the season. I've been calling it since the end of the grand final last year that it will be the Storm Panthers again. This time, the Melbourne Storm getting the win. I've seen absolutely nothing this year to change my mind on that. Nothing at all has changed my mind that that's what we will see at the end of the year. $31 points to 18. Earlier tonight, the Sharks have got themselves back into the top 8. Temporarily, at least. A very important win for them. Critical win for them, the Sharks. 18 points to 0. Can Alex Johnston get himself on the try scorer sheet? Probably, I don't know if I would have put him in or not had I known he was playing fullback. This is why it's important to always wait until the last possible moment to put your multis on. You'll wait until right before kickoff because then you know what the team's list is going to be, exactly what it's going to be. And I got a little bit blindsided there by the Alex Johnston shift to fullback. But that being said, he's still been very heavily involved in a lot of the plays, so he's always in and around the ball, up in the attacking line, as Latrell Mitchell would be. So he's still a chance. The king of kebabs. Ahoy there, mate. Oh, I could go a kebab right about now. That'd be nice. I might order one after the stream. That'll be my dinner. I feel like a kebab now. Kotoku. Ahoy, mate. 1 + 1 + 1 + equals up the waz. Yes, very, very curious to see how the Warriors go for the rest of the season without Luke Metcalf. Metcalf has been an absolute standout for them. A former Shark, of course. But how do they respond to no Luke Metcalf for the rest of the season? DJ Shaq says he's been incredibly brave, Blaze Tulungi. Got absolutely crunched by Tyrone Munro. He could have easily gone into his shell, but he kept going into the line. And also, putting that kick out on the full, his head didn't drop at all. He's continued to play his game. Very good signs there from young Blaze Tulungi. Daniel Anderson, you've always followed the Panthers from day one. Win or lose. That's the way, Daniel Anderson, my dad. Big Panthers supporter, also from day one. And yeah, you can hear us talk a lot about that on our Generations podcast on the Waste of Water Sports YouTube channel. So for those on YouTube, yes, I do have a fortnightly show. My dad and I talk all things rugby league, past, present, and future in the Generations podcast. Do feel free to check that out. The old Panther, we affectionately call him. A long-time Penrith Panthers supporter. Pretty sure that he tried to get me in on the Panthers as well when I was little, but for whatever reason, I ended up being a Sharky supporter. Smoke needs Jenkins, To'o, and Blaze for 2.3K. Oh, well, fingers crossed there, mate. Jenkins has already screwed us over. Can you imagine? You would have already had a tick off that multi were it not for Jenkins dropping the ball over the line in the first half, in the first 8 minutes. I'm pretty sure it was very early in the game. Andrew Eddinghausen caused me to become a Shark supporter, apparently. There you go. And there would be a very happy old Panther there in the chat room. So there you go. From my dad himself, Andrew Eddinghausen is apparently what got me into the Sharks. Probably fair enough, too. The Sharks back in those days, hell of a centre pairing. It was probably one of the best centre pairings in the game at the time. Andrew Eddinghausen, Mark McGaw. As the team's coming out for the second half, Panthers up 18 points to 0 and doing just about everything right at the moment. Daniel Anderson, you're wearing your pink grand final jersey right now. Very nice. Smoke, you've got Dilly and Alamotti already. Gutted with Jenkins. I'm gutted with Jenkins as well. Jenkins, just put the ball down. Put the ball down, son. .933 meters gained by the Panthers to the Rabbitohs, 788. I mean, that is a pretty telling statistic at the halftime break. Been pretty much one-way traffic. The Rabbitohs didn't really look like scoring any points until that very last play of the half, where they finally put a shift on and found some space. Second half underway. Panthers up 18-0. And it's the Rabbitohs who get us started. Panthers' first use of it. And winding up from the back fence, it's Liam Henry. Charging onto the ball. And here is now Garner. Taking it outside the 20. Can they go on with the job here, the Panthers? You would think that they would. They seem to have this well in control. Staying on the left edge. Here's Eisenhuth. Just short of halfway here. 2 tackles left. Edwards taking that fifth run up the middle as he does. Fifth and last for the Panthers. Back to Schneider for the kick. Sends it down into the corner for Munro, I believe it is, there on the left. Or is it Tass? Tass waiting for it there on the left. These Rabbitohs players are just sort of jumping around everywhere at the moment. It's hard to keep up. 20 out from their own line. The Bunnies. Munro had to reach forward for it a long way, so made him an easy target for a big hit from Sorensen. Staying down the short side. Mamazelis can't get away. 2 tackles left. Kalaumatangi needs a big run here. He offloads and creates space up the middle. Whiten in space. Fires the cutout pass over to the left. Back inside from Tass to Duncan. Fends off one. And Duncan's taken down 15 out from the line. Big opportunity. Humphreys with the crossfield kick through the hands might have been the better option. Taken by the Bunnies though. And here's Aitken with the flick pass to Munro. The second kick's a bit of a shocker. And Blaze Talungi takes it under no pressure. Through the hands might have been the option now. Easy to say that, the benefit of hindsight. But there were some gaps to be exploited if they just put it through the hands. No, Kotuku. I'm more of a rumbo myself. The Captain Morgan's is my go-to. As Luron Patea takes it up towards the 40. They're going to kick here. Schneider from inside the 40. Picking out Tass at the back again. Can't find the grass. Solid start to the second half, though, from both teams.
Oh, my apologies.
Welcome back. As the Rabbitohs now up to halfway, trying to milk the set restart. Kalaumatangi to Whiten. Here they come, this left edge. 40 metres out from the line as Johnston plays it. Back into midfield. Kalaumatangi drives forward. Loses the ball. No, he keeps hold of it. I think the a penalty now to the Rabbitohs for an illegal steal. Yes, I was going to say, it looked like they lost the ball there, the Bunnies, as they tap and go quickly. And Mamazelis heads back over to the right side of the field to take play 1, 10 metres out.
Sorry.
Big opportunity now for the Bunnies. You would feel like they have to be the first to score here in the second half. Kalaumatangi a metre short. Crash ball popped up for LeBlanc. LeBlanc's over. Liam LeBlanc scores. And the Rabbitohs have done exactly what they needed to do. First try of the second half, nice and early. Liam LeBlanc. 18-4, kick to come.
Who the hell's that? He's not in my multi.
I dare say he's not in anybody's multi.
Well, at least the Rabbitohs are on the board.
Liam LeBlanc crashes over.
First NRL try, apparently.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
First NRL try, they say. And the try is confirmed. Rabbitohs have hit back.
Well, they had to. They had to hit back first.
Of course they had to. And it's not like the Panthers have been flat to start the second half. They've just been going about their business.
Who is that with the incredible black eye? Goodness me. But no, it's
Yeah, Henry, I've got my doubts around Johnston as well. Instant regret putting AJ in the multi when I found out about his shift to fullback.
Excuse me.
It honestly was not the solution that I was expecting from Wayne Bennett. As the conversion is successful here from just to the left of the posts. And it's 18 points to 6. Rabbitohs, that's the first step done. That's what they needed. The talking to at halftime from Wayne. What it was.
Anyone who can run with dogs attached to their hips is just, you know, like so much more coordinated than I would ever be. Sorry, I'm just watching this ad. It's come up in the break.
DJ Shack says Mamazelis, the hooker for the Rabbitohs, has been lively since he's come on and really added some energy to South's play. And he started that sequence of play with the quick tap as well, of course, off the back of the penalty. And now he scoots out a dummy half, catches them napping. Yeah, yes, it's random as all hell, that ad. And why does she convert into a cyborg?
It's all about security.
That doesn't answer anything for me, personally.
It's all about security. She converts and, you know, it's
into
all
a
about
cyborg?
It's a secure Westpac app.
Yeah, but why is she converting into a cyborg?
I don't think she's converting into a cyborg so much as she's converting into, like, body armor.
A protective exoskeleton around her.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, well, they needed to do someone in marketing needed to do a better job because that was lost on me. I always used to think, why is the girl turning into a robot?
I'm just more confused about the fact why she's running with two dogs attached to her.
Whiten puts this kick up. Edwards moves forward and takes it. The South's kick chase there to greet him.
Good Lord, I know if I ran with Boof attached to my hip, I'd be dragged under a bus.
Oh, carries it outside the 20. Panthers back in possession, of course. Katuku says Muzzo is the best hooker except for the Sharks hooker. Brayley's having a hell of a season for the Sharks, that's for sure. Hell of a season. And he was on fire again earlier tonight. Hey, 4,000 followers on... 4,000 followers on Twitch. Right as there's a knock on by the Panthers in the play the ball that they will challenge.
4,000 on Twitch. That's
4,000 on the Twitch. Thank you very much, Twitchers.
Thank you, Twitch.
Captain's challenge here for the Panthers. The call of knock on. Oh, is that Jai Arrow that's come? Well, what am I asking you if that's Jai Arrow? Is that Jai Arrow who's come flying in over the top of a prone Casey McLean? And that might be what they're hoping for here. The Panthers might be hoping that is considered a penalty. As Jai Arrow. Has his arm around the ball. There could be a cheeky... This will be an interesting call. Loose carry is the call from the bunker.
A loose carry.
A loose
Wow.
carry. The knock-on will stand. And Souths, what an opportunity this is. Pure hatred, ahoy, mates.
Why does old mate always have his ear taped? Does he got like piercings up there or something and he can't get them out? Is that why he's got his ear taped?
Who?
Oh, he was in the screenshot just there with Dylan Edwards. They were complaining about the call. And look,
Souths break left from the scrum. Here's Whiten taking the line on himself. Jack Whiten, 20 metres out here on this left edge. The Rabbitohs starting to look threatening. Kepi, this is the complete opposite of the earlier game in the season between these two, by the way. Galamatungi out the back to Humphreys. Numbers to the right. The cutout pass to Munro, who gets on the outside of Jenkins. Fights his way over the line, but they get under him and hold him up and push him back into the field of play. The scrambling Panthers defense. Amazing work.
This is also a complete different half to the half they played 40 minutes ago.
Now Whiten's got it in midfield. Spins and realizes the defense right on top of him. 20 metres out from the line. In midfield, Mama Zealous is on the right. He's been immense since he came on. 10 metres out now. Left they go for Whiten. Whiten with the short ball to nobody. To'o intercepts. Oh, Jack Whiten. Oh, he's having a nightmare. It is not a good night to be Jack Whiten.
That was for sure, Jack Whiten.
He is having an absolute stinker, the poor bloke. To'o with the intercept and now with another carry on play 3. Here's Garner. Takes it beyond the 40.
Him taking the football. With
Papali'i up over halfway. Fifth and last for the Panthers. Short side. Schneider puts this kick that's charged down. 6 more tackles. Gives it inside to Garner. And they will reset and reload here, the Panthers. 30 out from the line. A little bit of luck there.
Yeah, who's number 9 for the Panthers?
Mitch Kenny.
Yeah, well, Mitch Kenny. Has he got piercings up his ear that he can't take out? Why has he always got his ear taped up?
Schneider with the inside ball there to Sorensen. Oh, yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe he's just very, very concerned about cauliflower ear.
I don't know. I'm going to do that every week for basketball.
5 metres out in midfield. Papali'i plays it. Panthers break to the right. Schneider, short ball, almost opens them up. Garner pops it up off the deck to Edwards. And Dylan Edwards is over.
Should have given it to Jenkins.
Well, when they get it right, the Panthers, they just make it look so easy. Luke Garner falling to the deck, pops it back. And Dylan Edwards just looming up in support. Perfect as always. Easy try there for the Panthers. Dylan Edwards across for another. Panthers back in control of this one, in firm control of this one.
I would say if you're worried about cauliflower ears, wouldn't you be wearing like a headgear thing? Not just random tape up the side of your ear?
No, tape does the job.
Yeah.
It's really distracting to play with headgear. They tried to make me wear headgear when I played, and I'm like, no, I can't. It's just weird. It gives me this hollow sound in my ears, and I just couldn't deal with it.
I mean, I guess if you play with it all the time, it's something you just get used to, especially
But tape, tape does the job. All the rugby union players just put tape around. Tape perfectly protects the cauliflower ear.
Well, maybe it is.
Dylan Edwards from about 15 to the right of the post. Moves in, strikes this one. Down the middle again, Dylan Edwards. 24 points to 6, the Panthers in the lead. Pure hatred. That's good work, Dan. I have to play with headgear as much as I want to. As much as I want to take it, it was to protect the other players from clashing with my coconut of a head. I will wear headgear to protect all the other blokes. That's very kind of you, pure hatred.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, I'm not going to lie.
Kotuku says, what's your favorite servo food? The 3 a.m.
Sandwiches.
7-Eleven sandwiches.
Sandwiches are Dan's favorite 7-Eleven servo food ever.
And somehow I've escaped getting worms all this time.
Yeah. You come home with 10 sandwiches.
Panthers back in possession now from the kickoff. 24-6 they lead. Short ball from Schneider to Sorensen. Well defended from the Rabbitohs.
I heard you say you were going to get a kebab before.
Straight up the middle. Oh, yeah. If the dirty kebab. Fantastic, yeah. That used to be my go-to down the Gold Coast. Schneider puts the kick in.
The name of it
Finds grass at last, and it sits up at the back for Tass. Awkwardly, he finally grabs it, but he's under immense pressure now, Isaah Tass.
Kebab, actually.
Oh, a misses Max Meat Pie, yeah.
Oh, who's down in back play for the Rabbitohs?
Is that Kalamatungi?
With the mullet?
Kalamatungi limping off the field. Well, that's horrible news. That's horrible news for the Bunnies. Oh, yeah. 2 front on in the tackle, and he's copped one from Luke Garner, and he came off second best. Well, he came off third best there even. I think he lost out to his own shadow on that occasion.
Maybe the Bunnies should join forces with the Bombers. And they
Kick downfield here, sits up for Jenkins at the back. Jenkins in midfield, draws in the defense, gives it to Edwards. Edwards, tackle 1 here, 35 out. Panthers back in possession.
For anyone who's wondering what I'm rabbiting on about, no pun intended, it's the Essendon Bombers in the AFL. They've got about 16 players out injured, and they are literally down to like their reserve grade under 12s.
Oh, and Brian To'o's limping in back play as well. Brian To'o limping in back play. Papali'i gets the offload for Kenny. Kenny into Sorensen. The no look at Talangi. Blaze Talangi caught with the ball. But Brian To'o is limping in back play. And Mamazelis is down. Oh, my God. They're dropping like flies here. Mamazelis is down now for the Rabbitohs.
Absolutely.
Brian To'o limping in back play. Kalamatungi's just limped off the field before. Mamazelis has got a big gash on his cheek. Oh, head clash. Mamazelis head clash with Papali'i. And I'm sorry, but there's only ever going to be one winner in that one.
Yeah. And not just because Papali'i's got his headgear on.
Wow. That will be Mamazelis' night, I dare say.
And To'o, what's To'o?
And this is what's happened to To'o, a hip drop potentially. And that's injured that already injured leg. Oh, no.
Definitely limping off there. Goodness me, it was about 5 players. That was about 3 players down in the last 5 minutes.
Both teams might just be counting the cost of this one by the full time.
Out there. Goodness gracious.
Ivan Cleary up in the coach's box, like thinking to himself, thank God I kept Nathan out of this game.
Yeah, right. He's already injured. He doesn't need to be injured any further.
5th and last for the Panthers. Schneider from 30 out. Dinks it in over the top for Alamotti. Uncontested. Fires it back. Edwards caught with the ball, and that will be the handover. Well diffused and well defended by the Rabbitohs. That'll be a turnover. 25 out from their own line. Jack Whiten will not play it. He'll give it to somebody else to play it. Yeah, that was a wild little 5-minute passage there. An injury every 30 seconds. And both teams now feeling the pinch. Brian To'o, I think he's still out on the field.
Okay, Stephen Warren, yes, Nathan was being rested this game. Look, I'm not going to say he was being rested. He's injured, so he really should have been off a few weeks ago, I feel
Tackle
like.
4 here for the Bunnies on halfway. Here's Whiten taking them on up the middle.
It
Down the
really
short
is
side.
From all the way.
Oh, was Whiten taken after the kick there? No, play on, says the referee. Here's Jenkins now.
Catch a break.
Is it too much to ask for a length of the field break from Jenkins?
Yes.
Apparently it is, yes. Still owe the Alamotti. We should have already had Jenkins.
Wait, is Toto gone off?
Toto, I didn't see him leave the field, but that doesn't mean he's not left. It just means I didn't see him leave the field. Edwards with the short ball here for Henry, I believe it is, fighting his way up the middle. Careful there of the third man in. I think it was Jai Arrow. No, Toto's still out there, but he's still limping. Toto is playing on one leg at the moment as he's still trying to get some feeling back in that leg. Set restart here for the Panthers. Edwards with a nice ball to Sorensen, but the gap closed up quickly on that left edge. 30 out from the line, the Panthers. Henry charges into contact. He's picked up and dumped by Sean Kepi. 20 out from the line. Schneider to Papali'i. Back on the inside, 10 metres out, or 15 more so. Back into midfield for Schneider. Takes the line on. Fights his way through the tackle of Humphreys, but he's held 2 metres out. Fifth and last. Grubber from dummy half by Kenny. Set restarts, but the Rabbitohs dive on it. And I think one of the players might have copped a stray boot to the face here or the back of the head. And look at all the Rabbitohs down on their haunches in back play. My God, they are completely gassed. Did you see that? There were about 6 or so Rabbitohs players down on their haunches on the goal line.
Yeah. It wasn't good.
Category 2 for Mamazelis. I'm surprised by that.
I'm not. I mean, copped him on there.
Oh, forward pass there from dummy half. It's allowed to play on, and Whiten receives the offload. Tackled on halfway, fifth and last, no damage done. Humphreys from dummy half puts the kick up. Edwards moves forward and takes it under no pressure at the back. Fends away from the kick chase of Dodd and goes straight up the middle, Edwards. Tackled on the 30 metres line. Just short of the 40, actually. And now penalty as the markers are not square. Justin Harris, ahoy, mate. Welcome along.
Welcome. Ahoy.
Welcome to the madhouse.
Well, it's not Origin night.
Panthers fine touch here, 35 out from the line.
How is there still 22 minutes to go? Seriously.
Garner with the tap and go. It has been a very slow second half. Garner stands in the tackle. Set restart for the Panthers. Again on play one. Henry will play it now. Midfield, 20 metres out. Kenny sends it left for Schneider. Inside line is Papali'i, who's driven back. Offloads for Kenny. It almost bounces towards the Rabbitohs. Well, it did bounce towards the Rabbitohs, and they nearly dived on it. But Kenny gets there just in the nick of time. Still on for the Panthers. Edwards, flat pass across the defence to Lungi. Well read by the Rabbitohs. Smith, 5 metres out just to the right of post. 2 tackles left here. Kenny on the crash ball to Papali'i. That was read easily by the Rabbitohs goal line defenders. Fifth and last. Can they put this one to bed, the Panthers? Edwards caught with the ball again, but he fights his way free. Gets it back to Smith. Lindsay Smith looking left, comes back short side. Doesn't realise, I think it's still fifth and last, and surrenders meekly in the tackle. Looking very confused as he gets back to his feet and has to surrender the ball.
1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9. Oh, 5. They can count, right?
Geez, some of them have copped a lot of blows to the head, in fairness.
In fairness.
20 minutes left in this game. Panthers up 24 points to 6. Rabbitohs, they've had a
I feel
couple of
sorry for the Rabbitohs.
they've had a couple of spells of where it looked like they might be getting themselves back into the contest, but yeah, overall they're just out of gas here in the second half.
Not just tonight. Their whole season. They come out every year with such big ambitions, and they fall so short every year. And it's
From inside the 40, the kick goes downfield, and it's in no man's land, but it's a kind bounce at the back for Milky Jenkins. Jenkins beats the first kick chase. He's brought down on the 40. It was Jai Arrow that he got through. McLean now up to halfway. That's tackle 2. The Panthers already back in Rabbitohs territory. And a shove. Very lucky to not be a penalty, or at least a set restart.
Mm.
And To'o's off the field. To'o's off the field, officially.
Is he off? Injured,
He's off, wandering down the sideline. So there goes my multi again. Not that
there goes my multi as well.
Not that it had any chance, the way that it's traveling. But there it goes again. Smith heads across field now. Schneider to Talangi. Numbers to the left. And here goes Jenkins. One to beat. Goes in and away. A try saver from Alex Johnston. Back in field. And Munro with the intercept. Fires it in field. And the Rabbitohs are still in possession. Oh, Jenkins is just not meant to get across the try line tonight. Alex Johnston with the try saver.
What axe throwing?
Whoops. Eighteen and a half minutes to go. Humphreys from dummy half, looking down the short side. And this is better from the Rabbitohs. Just short of halfway. Whiten goes out the back for Johnston, and now space for Tass on the left. Tass with one to beat. Chips it back in field and plucked out of the air. By who was that? Lindsay Smith or somebody was there? Luke Garner. Got those big mitts up.
Oh, I tell you what, that was a fantastic little chip. Luke Garner, right place at the right time. Absolutely. Yeah, just denying the Rabbitohs a try there. That was such a good little kick there.
Addy, ahoy, mate.
Oh. If it wasn't for Luke Garner, that was a Rabbitohs try, 100%.
To'o's off the field, I'm afraid, Addy, so.
He is. Bit of contact on the knee, apparently.
Unfortunately, he won't get one tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Game ML, no NRL tomorrow. That is correct. All Blacks versus France and the Wallabies versus British and Irish Lions. First test. Look at the numbers here from the Panthers in defense. It's about a 7-on-2. The Rabbitohs are just completely out of gas. And the Panthers are swarming.
Justin Harris, axe throwing is lots of fun, especially when you can drink and throw, really...
Shift to the left now. Johnston up in the line.
Around.
Tackle just inside the Panthers half on play 4. Dangerous, though, when drinking, of course. You've got to make sure that one stays with it enough to be able to follow the rules.
Do you want to hear what happened to me when I was doing axe throwing?
Not right now in particular. No, sorry. Save that one for full time.
Well, it's got to do with the NRL.
Jenkins, Taz the high ball. And now Casey McLean brings it outside the 20. Panthers back in possession. Oh, flying up out of the defensive line there, the Rabbitohs. No, well, we can, DJ Shaq, but post-game, we first want to hear about Michelle's axe throwing.
Mm-hmm.
40 metres out from their own line here, the Panthers. Edwards goes up the middle, spins into the contact of Totola, and that's the fifth and last. Panthers are just controlling the territory here now. I don't think they're necessarily battling for any more points as Schneider puts the kick into the corner. And big driving defense, keeping them pinned down. Mitch Kenny was on one of the podcasts and he talked about the Panthers' mindset is they get themselves into a lead and then they just defend and keep themselves there. So unless the Rabbitohs mount some sort of hint of a fight back here, I'm fairly certain this is what the final score will remain. Big defense again. Rabbitohs just outside their own 20 now. Mawali, or Havili rather.
On top it, it's not happening. There's no NRL on tomorrow.
Straight up the middle and almost breaking through here. Hubner. But Papali'i grabs hold of him with Liam Henry. Rabbitohs on halfway. Whiten puts the spiraling bomb up. Edwards is under it and takes it with ease. Again, just completely gassed. No kick chase. Poor pass from Edwards. But they get away with it, the Panthers. And some nice pink undies there from Paul Alamotti.
I feel like they sued him. I don't know why.
Some Pink Panthers themed undies.
Pink
Talangi.
Yeah, so good.
Can't get through the line, but he's been impressive tonight, Blaze Talangi. A couple of errors, but I mean, he's made those errors in going for what the right call was, if that makes sense. Execution just let him down, but it was the right call and he had the courage to go for it. Good signs for the Panthers moving forward. As Leota now.
Not even my least favourite team, I'd pop it. If they're on tomorrow night, Dan's all rugby union tomorrow. We're not back till Sunday.
Kick into the corner. Johnston takes it on the full. And he gives it off to Tass for the hit up. 14 minutes to go. And yeah, this second half now is just sort of meandering towards its conclusion. The Panthers just doing what the Panthers do.
Mm-hmm.
Controlling territory.
Story then.
Controlling territory, putting it into the corners, keeping the opposition pinned down, forcing them to play, forcing them into errors. 13 minutes to go. And it's not like the Rabbitohs have made a lot of errors as the stats just popped up there. 11 from 12 completion rate in the second half has been slightly better than the Panthers.
It's just been that the Panthers are a shutout team. They don't need to put 1,000,000 points on you. They just need to shut you out.
No, well, that's, yeah.
You know, like,
exactly what Mitch Kenny was talking about. They get the lead and they just endeavor to keep it.
yeah.
They just defend their way through to victory.
You know, I'm sure if they needed to, if the Rabbitohs managed to sneak in a couple of, arsey tries, then sure, the Panthers would turn on the attack again. But they just don't need to. Plus, they're probably trying to preserve some players right now because the amount of injuries that have happened tonight have just been insane.
Absolutely. Also, Daniel Anderson, I don't know why it is a common assumption, but yeah, we're not married. We're not even dating. We're just good friends.
Yeah, cheers.
Jenkins takes the high ball, flicks it back in field, and Papali'i spills it. Yes, and this is not me having a crack at anybody, by the way, but I don't know why in 2025 it's always an immediate assumption. They must be married. Like, just because we do a show together. I don't understand why.
The same friggin' suburb.
Out to the 40.
Has anything to do with anything.
No. I was like, hang on. That doesn't really add anything or detract anything from the kick goes down and Dylan Edwards coming forward. Takes it, gives it off to Milky Jenkins. Jenkins with the in and away. Flicks it back to Casey McLean. And that's another solid kick return from the Panthers. Bobby wants to know if the Rabbitohs can get one more try.
So my multi, it'd be nice.
No, it's all good. It is absolutely all good, Daniel Anderson. I'm just curious as to why people immediately leap to that assumption.
He better be apologising for telling me to be quiet. That's what he better be apologising for. Because if he's not apologising for that, he can get in the goddamn bin.
But you were, in fairness, talking over the top of me. Let's
I
be.
don't care. You took him.
Oh, Edwards goes straight up the middle. He's got nobody in support.
Case in point.
15 metres out from the line. Fifth and last, Panthers. Short ball from Schneider. Gets the ball back. Flicks it out the back for Kenny. And it's very, very scrappy. Lindsay Smith keeps it alive. The kick goes across field for an easy take by Isaah Tass, who now offloads. And players falling over everywhere out here on the left edge. Eventually, Jack Whiten carries it to the 20.
We don't need any more injuries. Good Lord.
Big
That's
defense.
exactly right, Odd Poppet. Exactly right.
Through the hands now, out to the right. Go the Rabbitohs. Great one-on-one tackle by Casey McLean around the legs. Fantastic defense. Boy, he's really, really improved. Casey McLean, he's another one. I talked him up in the preseason. He started so poorly.
He has.
He's
had a
really
fantastic
improved.
season. I mean, they've had to, though. They've had to really step up. with
Fifth
the
and
way
last,
things
and
have
Humphreys from
progressed
dummy
at the
half.
start of the season.
Kicks into the corner for Edwards. It sits up nicely for him at the back. And Edwards just casually returns it to the 20 as the Rabbitohs completely gassed. Kalamatangi ankle injury.
Didn't he go off like 20 minutes ago?
Yeah, but they had to assess him, and
I feel like he's been off for a really
he's been off for a while. He's been off for about 14 minutes, I think.
Like, I don't feel like that's breaking news. I feel like just, yep, okay, he's off. Let's just let his sub go on and do the job.
Well, it's breaking news if we've only just found out about it and
Well, we
announced
knew he
it.
was off. We watched him live.
We knew he was off, yeah, but we didn't know why. Now we know why, thanks to the breaking news. Fifth and last, and Talangi puts this one up. Contestable ball. Oh, no, it's a handover.
Is it?
I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Rolled ball. They didn't play the ball properly, the Panthers. Not for the first time tonight as well.
No.
24 points to 6, and yeah, the Panthers just did what they do. They took the lead, and they controlled the flow of the game, the territory, everything. They haven't even really attempted to get any more tries. Loose pass from the Rabbitohs, but it sits up nicely. As Whiten gets the arms free and offloads, and they carry it inside the 40. 2 tackles left, or 3? Yeah, 3 tackles left. Humphreys, Sorensen races up on him, and they drive him backwards. 40 metres out from the Panthers line here. 2 to play. 2 tackles, that is, in this set. Hubner to the 30, still in midfield. Fifth and last. And Lewis Dodd puts it high. Not a lot of distance on it, but a lot of height, and it's been lost by the Panthers. And fending away is Jai Arrow. Arrow fights his way to the line. He's half a metre short. Well, that was almost a try out of nowhere. And he's lost it at the play the ball.
Play the ball.
Oh, they'll challenge this. First, no, they won't. First knock on Penrith. Wow. Jai Arrow nearly made a complete mess of it.
He made.
Wow.
Yeah, he's played the ball. They should be. The Panthers have been called a knock on, yeah? They should be 110% challenging that, but I don't think they've got a challenge left, actually. Did they lose their challenge at halftime? Am I remembering correctly?
I don't recall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good Lord. What is
Wow.
wrong with his face?
Papali'i busted open above the eye.
He's busted up in more places than I can count right now.
Short side,
goodness.
go the Rabbitohs. Munro, one-on-one with Jenkins. Jenkins brings him down, and then he gets some help by Blaze Talangi.
Got away with that one. That was a god-awful play the ball by Jai
Humphreys onto Totola. Totola with a good strong carry. 5 out from the line. Fantastic work there from Totola. Left they go. Lewis Dodd bobbles it. Regathers the ball.
He almost lost it.
They lost some ground, though. Some big yardage. Kepi, 5 out from the line. They go right. Arrow on the crash ball. Blaze to Lungy. On Jai Arrow, 1-on-1. What a mismatch, but he's won the battle, and Arrow's got cramps. Severe cramps.
Has he got cramps or is he
Cramps.
ripped a hamstring? Because
Cramps.
he's done something. And he's just standing
Lewis
there
Dodd
like,
with the
"I don't
crossfield
know
kick. Contestable ball. Rabbitohs pour through. It's loose on the deck and the Panthers break away. Is it Schneider who scoops it up? Schneider has Whiten after him. Whiten brings him down on halfway. But front foot ball here for the Panthers. Edwards on halfway to Kenny. They send it left where they've got a slight overlap. McLean to Sorensen who straightens. Gets the flick pass back for McLean. McLean with the in and away. Creates the gap. Cuts back in field. Casey McLean heads for the post. Dives over to the left of them. And what a try from Casey McLean.
That looked way too easy.
What counter-attack play by the Panthers.
Where'd that go?
Schneider who scooped up the loose ball and runs it back to halfway. And it's finished off on that left edge. Casey McLean.
Pretty sure I know that guy who was in the hat and the glasses that was on the thing just then.
Oh, yeah? A mate of yours in the crowd.
I feel like I'll have to send him a message and be like, will you have this game tonight?
Casey
Yeah, just
McLean
when they-
scores. And
No,
the
they did a great
Panthers,
job because Casey
28
McLean
points
was
to
very
6 with the
fast.
kick to come. 28-6 kick to come, and it feels like everybody's been scoring except for my multi-try scorers tonight.
Hey, Dan Anderson.
50, what has it been? 50 tries scored and only one tick across the whole night on the multi.
Yeah.
Try
Once you get
confirmed.
hits, we're not doing great.
John Michael, ahoy, mate.
Michael Ahoy, welcome along.
How great has John Michael's story been, by the way? Like, from his first time here where you called him a serial killer, and now he's a regular and a channel member. Those are the stories I like to hear.
Well, yeah. Sorry, John Michael. Thanks, Dan. Oh, the Panthers have converted that one easily. We're going back for a kickoff, but we're going back to another ad break first. So
Oh, what a commercial.
I know Toto in his leopard print jocks.
Oh, Gamer Mel, get one more try. You had him in a multi with Toto and Jenkins to score 3. Oh. Rabbitohs go short with the restart and secure the ball. Odd Poppet. Random gift for a fan. Odd Poppets.
Does that go out to anybody randomly?
Oh.
Does someone have to click on that? I don't know how that works. But
Yeah, I
thank you,
don't-
Poppet. That's absolutely lovely of you.
Hubner with the short ball to host.
I don't deserve it.
Almost breaking through. Oh, there we go. Odd Poppet renewed his membership, and now he has sent out a gift, and it's been picked up there by Mark Gollop.
Ah,
Mark Gollop, our newest channel member. Compliments of Odd Poppet.
welcome aboard. It wasn't Dan Anderson, so I'm happy.
2 minutes, 40 to go. 10 meters out from the line. Rabbitohs on the attack now. 5th and last. Just to the right of the post. Leota in the way of the play of the ball. Humphreys with the cutout ball. It's been lost. But we come back for a penalty. Penalty to the Rabbitohs. Panthers are offside.
Terrible.
Ollie is the best. Catch you later, mate. Enjoy the All Blacks test tomorrow. I know I will. Looking forward to calling it.
Oh, is that Ollie is the best? Is Oliver Wilson over there on TikTok?
Yes,
Ah,
the
Ollie's
one and the
best.
same.
Good evening and good night.
2 minutes to go in this one. Here's Whiten. He's been very determined tonight. I mean, that's about the only praise I can give him. Tackle 10 metres out in midfield. Here's Hubner. Backing into the defence. Edwards slings him down. Tackle 3. Just to the left of the post. Humphreys tries to burrow under from dummy half. No go there. Lindsay Smith repels the attack. 2 tackles left. Whiten now kicks from dummy half, and it's Alex Johnston who scores. We get a second tick off the multi.
He was very quick to that ball. I'm thinking he might have been offside, but they're blowing a try.
Alex Johnston gets across the line for us. Potentially. Whiten put the kick through. And Alex Johnston, even from fullback, you can't keep him off the try scorer sheet. And he's got this one down. Consolation points for the Bunnies. A consolation tick off the multi.
So,
See, I don't mind when you get 50% of them. Oh, Mark is here. Mark Gollop says, thank you, Odd Poppet, for the membership. That's nice. It's always nice when it goes to somebody who is actually here at the time. It quite often goes to random people from way back.
Absolutely. Look, honestly, Alex Johnston was... I know he's got long legs and all, but my God, he looked like he got on that ball really quickly, but they have confirmed it.
Try is confirmed, yes.
He has grounded it.
John Michael, as Humphreys misses this conversion off the upright. John Michael, your mum will be discharged from hospital next week for 4 weeks of rehab and eventually home. Yes, I will drink to that.
Excellent. Excellent news, John Michael. We will absolutely drink to that. We love to hear it.
30 points to 10, 30 seconds to go.
Well, at least the Rabbitohs made the double figures. It looks a little less awful when they make double figures.
Yeah, 100% right. Consolation points. Consolation ticks off the multi, makes the multi look a little bit better too. And when you got half of them ticked off rather than none of them ticked off, it's always a better look.
It looks like he's been shot in some of those places on his legs. He's got blood pouring out of holes everywhere.
Back underway. What the hell? Now an early shift for the Rabbitohs from the kickoff. And they're tackled a metre out from their own line. I feel like a more traditional run upfield, even though time is escaping them. I feel like they might have got more momentum and result from a traditional run there as the Panthers swarm and make the last tackle. 30 points to 10. What a performance. What a victory. The Panthers, well, I've been saying it all season. They never really went away, but boy, they have entrenched themselves in the top 8 now.
Oof. I have to ask, John Michael, does your mum know about your hobbies? Mm-hmm.
Scafe 97. Oh, that's awesome. Scafe 97, hoping for another betting day soon, like the other week when I put 30 quid. Is that quid? 30 pound?
Yeah.
Or 30 euro? 30 pound on the Broncos to beat the Dogs.
The quid. And the euro is the E.
Yeah.
The one that looks like the Lucifer sigil.
30 pound on the Broncos to beat the Dogs. Well done. I bet there were some nervy moments in that one. I mean, I know it was only 30 pounds, but still, I bet there were some nervy moments in that one.
Oh.
Official Miss Alapea. It's full time now, and it's 30 points to 10. The Panthers have won. Brenty Boyle, 69, says, what a boring game. The second half was a tad dull, but yeah, that's only because the Panthers pretty much already had the game in command, and they just
another one busted open.
They just controlled the flow, and yeah, they kept the Rabbitohs pinned down for the entirety of that second half. And Brenty Boyle, thank you so much for the love you so much on TikTok. Very much appreciated.
Absolutely. Are we sticking around and have a chat with?
Yeah, well, we've got to hear your axe throwing story.
Oh, it's really not that great.
Well,
We've talked
I figured it probably wasn't. That's why I wasn't going to interrupt the game for it. But now that the game's over,
basically we went axe throwing, and someone was like, "I thought you were like good at sport. You know, you need to get angry." And I was like, "Right." So I stepped up to the plate and pictured like Cameron Smith and Billy Slater on the targets, and basically got bullseyes from every shot out. That's pretty much my axe throwing story. Like,
I'm so glad we didn't stall the game for that story. Good night, Gamer Mel.
Game stall.
Good night, Gamer Mel. Enjoy your sleep, I guess. You're going to bed.
Good night, Gamer Mel.
DJ Shack says Panthers' run is very mixed. They've got 3 bottom 4 teams from round 21 to 23, and then 3 top 4 teams from round 24 to 26.
Oh, John Michael, I'm talking about those American Psycho hobbies. You know, those serial killer hobbies you've got? Kidding, of course.
Scaife 97, that same evening, you're back to Super League games, same odds as what the Bronx were on, and won that too. Very nice. Oh, here we go. Panthers, next 7 games. Tigers at home, Titans away, Knights away, Storm at home. That's their next 4.
That's 4.
Yeah, it went away before I got the last 3.
It
They
was
took it
up on that screen really quickly.
Yeah, they took it off the screen before I got to the last 3. Oh, who's crying? Why is Jai Arrow crying?
Because he thinks he's Jai Gagai.
Maybe he did really hurt himself, and it wasn't just cramp.
Latrell's like, dude, get over yourself. It's really, you played the Panthers and lost. Get over it.
DJ Shack, all right. It's our turn now for Wallabies versus Lions. 2 words, Tom Liner.
Who's that?
At least it is actually 2 words, unlike Chuck. When he says, I've got 2 words for you.
That's me bringing out basketball right now. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Oh, hey, we can bring up basketball. We can bring up basketball all the time if we talk about Chuck and Shaq and that show.
Yeah. Chuck and Shaq, T on TNT. I don't think they're on TNT now. They've gone to
that show got canned, didn't it? Or the rights got picked up by somebody else. Yeah.
It got moved to another channel, and it's still just as good. And those 2 are still absolute idiots, and they've got no idea. And,
you know, the thing that I like about it is kind of like the old footy show. You didn't have to be a fan of the footy to appreciate the footy show. You don't have to like basketball to watch those 2 and have a laugh. That's what I like about it.
Yes. If we're going to keep chatting, I'm going to give you another drink.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to keep chatting?
Yep. So the squads for the Wallabies tomorrow. Okay, so James Slipper was probably a no-brainer, as well as Alan Alatoa. Matt Fassler as the hooker. Nick Frost, Jeremy Williams, and the locks. Nicholas Champion. Can't say his last name. Nicholas Champion de Crespigny. Hey, DJ Shack, how do I say this bloke's name? Nicholas Champion. Fraser McWright. Oh, now, here's what I'm very interested to see tomorrow, right? The Lions have been struggling a little bit at line-out time. In pretty much all the warm-up games, the Lions have been struggling somewhat at line-out time. There's a real opportunity there for the Wallabies, I think. I'd be looking for Fessler. I'd be looking for Fraser McWright. Somebody off the back of the maul in some capacity, whether it be the rolling maul across the line or a set-piece play off the back of the line out. I feel like the Wallabies might see that as an area to target And we might see a lot of kicks to the corner and a lot of line-out ball for the Wallabies should they get the opportunity. I feel like it could become a real area of dominance for them if the Lions don't get it right. Harry Wilson at 8, Jake Gordon at 9, Tom Liner, the starting 10. Pronounced Champion de Crepney. De Crepney? Nicholas Champion de Crepney. Thank you, DJ Shaq. Harry Potter getting a start on the wing. I'm not even joking. Those who might not follow the rugby union, I'm not even taking the piss. Harry Potter, the number 11 for the Wallabies. Len Ikitau and Joseph Swalihi in the centres. Max Jorgensen on the other wing. Tom Wright at fullback. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Yes, Maro Itoji's game time has obviously been very limited. He'll be a go-to in the Lions line-out throws, that's for sure. And we haven't seen a lot of him. I think he's only played the one warm-up game. I think I only really recall. I didn't see the game against the Brumbies, so I don't know if he played that one. But, yeah, we've only seen Itoje once in the warm-ups. So we'll have to see. But, yeah, Tom Liner at 10. So, Noah Lolosio, is he injured or have they just gone with Tom Liner's the future? Let's get him in there. What's the call on that one? Billy Pollard, Angus Bell, Tom Robinson, Tom Hooper, Carlo Tizzano, Tate McDermott, Ben Donaldson, and Andrew Kellaway on the bench. This is a hell of a British and Irish Lions team, though. Look at this. Ellis Genge, Dan Sheehan, Taj Furlong, Maro Itoje, Joe McCarthy, Taj Byrne, Tom Curry, Jack Conan, Jamison Gibson Park. Ben Russell gets the nod at number 10. James Lowe, Sione Tuipulotu, Hugh Jones, Tommy Freeman, Hugo Keenan, Ronan Kelleher, Andrew Porter, Will Stewart, Ollie Chesham, Ben Earl, Alex Mitchell, the Filipino Heat, Marcus Smith, and Bundy Aki on the bench. That is a stacked team. But as I said, there might be an opportunity there for the Wallabies at line-out time just to try and wrestle some possession and some momentum off the Lions. It might be an area that they can dominate. DJ Shaq says Taj is pronounced Taig. Okay, there we go. Taig. Because there's two of them. Furlong and Byrne. Look, I think realistically, the Lions probably win quite comfortably, but you just never know. Like, you just never know. The Lions, that is a pretty stacked team. I think Finn Russell as well. Finn Russell at fly half. I mean, he deserves his opportunity. He really does. But if Finn Russell is the answer at 10, the Lions might have a little bit of a weakness there. I don't know. He's a decent player, Finn Russell. I just would never have imagined at any point Finn Russell being a starting Lions tour fly half, you know? So that might be an area they can exploit as well. Not Ethan says Whiten was the only one giving any effort. He gave a lot of effort. That's what I'll say about Jack Whiten. He certainly put in a lot of effort. John Michael says the Wallabies are due to play Los Pumas, Dan. Yeah, wow, they play them every year, so. That will be happening again. Indeed, John Michael. DJ Shack says the only thing that concerns you about the Lions is the metric ton of errors they've made in attack. Yes, but at the same time, a Lions tour is legitimate warm-up games, legitimate trials. So I had always been saying from the start of the tour up until now, you read into it what you read into it. So I don't expect that they'll make those same errors come game day. Come test time, I don't anticipate that we'll see anything even remotely as bad as some of the segments of play that we've seen from them. Yes, they've been on tour for over a month now. Yeah, if they can't hit the ground running in the first test, then they probably don't deserve to win. Simple as that. Quite frankly. I don't mean to oversimplify it, of course, but yeah, they should hit the ground running. I'm expecting the Lions to win quite comfortably. JT's obviously freezing. Jonathan Thurston, of course, used to that weather up north. Freezing his absolute nuts off there on the sideline. That's hilarious.
I was about to say that. He looks like he's he looks like he's absolutely freezing out there.
Yeah, either that or he really badly needs to go to the toilet.
One of the two.
Matty Colkin, ahoy, mates. Yes, indeed. Tomorrow, All Blacks France, Wallabies versus the Lions. I'm excited. All right, Michelle's back. Who wants to talk to her while I go and have a Jonathan Thurston?
Yeah, geez, thanks. I'm sure everyone will be lining up to have a chat to me.
Wow. Jonathan Thurston looks like he needs to take a whiz. I legitimately need to take one.
Off you trot. I will attempt to hold the fort. Come on, hit me.
Very nice.
Give me a question in the next 30 seconds. I'll just, no one's going to ask me anything. I'm just going to steer it back to basketball real quick. Did anyone see the Johnny Furphy dunk? Oh, what? A little white boy from Melbourne. White men can jump. And boy, didn't he. And I feel like the player he jumped over from the Bulls was, I feel like his name's pronounced Offahengawi, but I could be completely wrong. It just kind of looks like it's spelled the same. So, yeah, that's what's happening in the Summer League of NBA at the moment, where all the youngins are getting some taste of what it's going to be like for them after they've come on up through and been drafted after college and everything. So it'll be interesting, that's for sure. John Michael, I will happily have a chat with you.
What about the steak and chips?
No, I'm not a big steak eater.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really a big fan of steaks in general. Just in general, like I'm not a big. Like I eat chicken because those little bastards piss me off. But I eat chicken and fish. But when it comes to the red meat, like I'm not. I don't go out of my way to have steak. So I must say.
How about this then? We both go. You can talk to John Michael. I'll eat the steak.
Well,
Does that work? Does that work for everyone?
Dan will never turn down a free steak meal. They're showing off the rooms for South Sydney at the moment, and Jack Whiten still looks, he still looks on edge. He just needs to stop. Just needs to let the pressure go, let the stress go. Alex Johnson looks dejected. And whoever it is has got the busted open eye there.
Well, he's probably like, oh, Jesus, I left Canberra for this.
Who, Alex Johnson?
No, Jack Whiten.
Oh, Jack Whiten.
Yeah, he's probably like, I left Canberra for this.
Well, Canberra looking damn good this year, aren't they?
Well, not really. They've gotten very lucky.
Well, not really. They're just sitting in first for fun.
Yeah, well, they've had the easiest draw, even softer than the Broncos. And they'll be out in straight sets. So, I don't know what to tell you.
Goodness me. Oh, chicken party, now you're talking my language, John. You're going to have a lot on your plate, though, with your mum coming home, making sure she's all right, looking after her. So it's all good. We can put that on hold.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant there better be a lot on the plate for of the chicken parmigiana. It's like, you're talking my language, but there better be a lot on. Better be a lot of it on there.
Yes. Over on TikTok with the symbol for a name, rabbits have been done in by injuries.
Yep.
100%.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And DJ Shack on YouTube saying Dan's right. I never get tired of hearing that.
Didn't say you were right. They have Dan's right by strength of schedule.
Yeah, they have. Dan's right. By strength of the schedule, they've had the softer schedule.
Relatively unaffected by state of origin. There's been plenty of teams that have been relatively unaffected by state of origin, though.
Oh, lots of melted cheese. Oh.
Now you talk on my language.
Can I go on this date instead?
Sure.
You want to take me out, John Michael?
Hey, look. It's, what's his name? Dane Arrows. Dane Arrow.
Ah.
That
guy.
They look so alike. How are you surprised? How are you surprised I got them mixed up?
Who's going to be the first coach sacked?
Old mate for the Knights. Adam, what's his
Adam
name?
O'Brien. Well, Desi's as good as gone, you would say. I reckon Todd Payton's. We might see a huge coaching shakeup in 2026 because Adam O'Brien is as good as done. Desi's as good as done. Todd Payton is surely as good as done. And there's a few coaches lurking around, like Brad Arthur wants to come back to the NRL. So, yeah, I mean, Josh Henne, I guess, is an option for somebody, probably the Cowboys. We could have a whole new coaching structure in 2026. I still wouldn't rule out Kevy. I know that Kevy Walters is the front runner at the moment for the Kangaroos job, but if he doesn't get the Kangaroos job, I wouldn't rule out Gordon Tallis getting Kevy the job at the Titans. They are good mates, we know.
Look, there's going to be an exodus of coaches absolutely this season. It's going to be probably one of the worst we've seen.
Yeah. If all the underperforming teams do indeed let them go, of course.
Mm.
But I'm just looking at it and I go, there's no real excuse this year for the Titans. Like, Desi could be forgiven for last season because of the injury toll, but there's no excuses this year, really. When you look at other teams with similar or a lot worse injury tolls that aren't playing anywhere near as badly. And Todd Payton, with the team that Toddy Payton's got on paper, the Cowboys' form is inexcusable.
I think DJ Shark, Josh Hannay is tipped. I mean, wasn't he tipped to go to the Knights?
No, the Knights have already got their next lined up, bringing him up from within. So Hannay may be for the Cowboys.
Isn't that what Kalen Ponga wanted to stay? Because he wanted Josh Hannay because they formed some sort of bond in Origin camp. So
I don't know. I don't listen to a word that Kalen Ponga says. Kalen Ponga wants to play for the All Blacks. That's how delusional he is.
Yeah, well, you still didn't answer my question. I mean, I know obviously there's a ton of people in front of him that would get the opportunity, but if Kalen Ponga was to pull on an All Blacks jersey in, whatever alternate universe,
Yeah.
would you ditch the All Blacks as your team?
No, because I mean it'll never happen, like I said. But
Yeah,
if we're playing,
that's not what I'm asking. I'm not asking because it'll never happen. I'm asking hypothetically in an alternate universe, if Kalen Ponga pulled on an All Blacks jersey, would that be enough to make you go, hell no, and ditch the All Blacks as your team?
If Kalen Ponga made it to the All Blacks, if there were 20 fullbacks injured and another 15 outside backs that would get the spot above him, then
yes, that's happened.
Yeah,
that's happened. Everybody that could play that position is injured. Kalen Ponga is called up to the All Blacks.
I would still be going for the All Blacks, but I'd be, depending on who the opposition was, I'd be having a cheeky bet on the opposition to win.
Right. So you'd still be going for the All Blacks.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. That's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know.
And if there were no injuries and he went and played European rugby, then came over to play Super Rugby and turned out to be quite good at it and fought his way into the All Black squad, then I would say, look, I've been down on the guy. I thought he was overrated in the NRL. I didn't give him a chance in hell coming over to rugby union, but look, he's put in the hard work. He's built his way up and he's earned his spot in this squad. Credit to him.
Well, there you go. That's all I needed to hear. I just wanted to.
But, of course, it'll never happen. So.
That's why they call it a hypothetical, Daniel. Good Lord.
John Michael, the top hospitality package for Crown Jewel in October costs over 10 grand.
Are you going? Are you bringing us, John Michael? Are we doing a live Wasted World of Sport stream from the Crown Jewel? I feel like he's trying to tell us something, Dan.
Well, geez, for 10 grand, I'm 10 grand, I'm spending that elsewhere.
But if you were invited. But talking about hypotheticals here, you don't understand that word, do you? Hypothetical.
Oh, I just don't see the point. Like, let's stay grounded in reality, shall we?
Live a little, have a dream.
It's kind of like when people try to get me to pick the Origin squads 17 weeks out from Origin. People are already saying, Dan, should Nathan Cleary keep his spot in the Origin squad next season? Who knows? He might be injured. Yeah, that's Australian dollars, not American. Absolutely. Vincent Spears music. Ahoy, mates. Up, Cronulla, indeed.
Just lost on me. We got very quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. Well, I'm not used to being around this long after the stream.
No NRL on tomorrow after the for the channel. Just
Nope.
so that everybody's aware. But there will be NRL on Sunday, I believe.
Yeah, quite possibly.
We've got 2 games on Sunday. So we will potentially be doing one, if not both of those.
Yeah, Tigers Titans is a bit hard to get excited about, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but come on, it's the Tigers. Everybody emotionally loves the Tigers.
Yeah.
I know it sounds weird to say that everybody emotionally loves the Tigers, but everybody has a soft spot for the Tigers.
Yeah, Tigers usually pull good numbers as well on the channel. Lots of support from PNG.
Everybody wants to see them actually do something.
Well, they should do something on Sunday.
Excuse me, DJ Shack. I hope you're not talking about me. I just like to live in the hypothetical sometimes. Like hypothetically, if this happened, would you do this? I'm not asking him to pick a New South Wales team. I want to know if, so-and-so played for your team, would you just, like if Cameron Munster came to the Broncos, I would drop them so fast. Like there would be no doubt.
Yeah, but you've got an irrational hatred against that man.
I have an irrational hatred against most of the Melbourne Storm players, but
Well, at least you admit that it's irrational.
Exactly. I do. So that's what I want to know. And I know you don't like Kalen Ponga, so that's my question. You don't like this player. If he came to play for your favourite international rugby union team.
But let's be honest, there's a lot worse. There's a lot worse. I mean...
There is, but I'm not asking you about the other ones. I'm asking you specifically about him.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, to go to your level of I would hate the Broncos if Cameron Munster came to the club.
Yeah, look, I hate the Broncos now.
Reece Walsh would... If Reece Walsh played for the All Blacks, I would dislike the All Blacks.
Toss my scarves out the window while I'm driving down the highway. Really wouldn't take much more the way the Broncos are going.
If Ezra Mam played for the All Blacks, I would dislike the All Blacks. There's I certainly don't dislike Kalen Ponga to the level of you to Cameron Munster. Not even close. Although that's very hard to get close to.
Oh, good Lord. Freddie Fittler getting...
Massage time for Freddie. And gets a tea brought out to him, a cuppa.
Good Lord. Wow, we're at that level yet. Wolf's too busy interrupting the stream to actually do anything decent for it.
Vincent Spears Music, your mate is a Roosters fan, so you can rub it in for the next week. Ah, dear.
Very nice, Vincent Spears. Very nice. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Roosters fans...
Oh, and he even got her to come back and take the tea bag. Oh, God. Freddie, come on, mate.
I haven't seen Bobsy in a while.
Bobsy was here the other day. Yeah.
Oh, I missed him.
Yeah. It's Jason that we're concerned about. Genitalia.
Are we?
Yeah.
He dropped in recently.
He pops in from time to time, but
I'm guessing that the commentators at Channel 9 are talking about how cold it is right now, and that's why Freddie's ensconced himself in the commentary box, and he ain't leaving because it is damn cold out there by the looks of things. I think Jonathan Thurston's about to turn to ice. They're not looking completely comfortable on the sideline there behind their desk at the end of the game. Which is highly amusing for me. I love the cold weather. Give me some more of it. It's quite warm in southeast Queensland now after those storms have rolled over.
yeah.
So I'd like a little bit more winter. Thanks.
It's been very nice, the weather.
Yeah, well, there you go, DJ Shark.
Okay, hypotheticals. Jace, ahoy. Hypotheticals, you were cheering against Joseph Swally when he was in a Blues jersey, but put him in a Waratahs or Wallabies jersey, instantly a fan.
How is Suai going in the union? I know I said his name completely wrong there, but...
Yeah, well, we'll find out. We'll find out tomorrow night, but he had an injury or two early on, but his first couple of hit-outs were very impressive.
Wait, so who's playing tomorrow night in the Union? What's the times and things?
Okay, 5 o'clock, All Blacks versus France in the final test. France looking to avoid a whitewash. And then 8 p.m, the Wallabies in the first test against the British and Irish Lions. And we will get to see Joseph Swally here run out and Take them on.
Okay, so just the 2 games tomorrow night. So we won't have any NRL tomorrow because obviously those union games can go for quite some time, so they will overlap. That's cool. I don't mind skipping the NRL games tomorrow because on paper they don't interest me really.
No, not really.
I might pop into the chat room for the Wallabies Lions game. I think that could be all right.
Bulldogs Dragons. Yeah, Bulldogs Dragons could be a good one. Storm Seagulls. Storm Seagulls is usually pretty intense.
Here's some footage of the game, the video game.
Oh right, here we go. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Xavier Coates looked like him, and Dylan Edwards looked like him.
Yeah, but it's 2025, Michelle. It's 2025. Have you seen the NBA games? It's like watching a television broadcast.
Have you?
So realistic.
Yes, I have seen the NBA games. Have you seen the statues they create for NBA players? Because that could be like, I don't even know what that is. That's like grade school shit right there. Like, they don't look anything like the players, but, you know, video games, some of them are a little bit off.
Got a couple of good games tomorrow that I wouldn't have minded doing, but yeah, I mean, look, Rugby Union internationals take the nod. The only time that they might not is come finals time, NRL finals time. I would be endeavouring, obviously, to do all the NRL finals.
Yeah, we'll be absolutely trying to do a whole heap of those.
DJ Shaq, the MVP for tonight's stream. 225 points out there ahead of Odd Poppet in second on 150, and Gamer Mel equal on 150 there in third place. Not actually, doesn't do anything for you other than our acknowledgement at this stage. We've got to work out something fun to do with those ratings since YouTube has decided to implement them. Our own I still reckon our own Dally M. 3, 2, 1 points for every game that we do. Tally it up at the end of the season. And it's the Wasted Water Sports Dally M winner, but we'll come up with a better name for it.
Absolutely.
No, world champions reserved for the wrestling streams, Jace. We can't have 2 world champions. That's just nonsense. That's just nonsensical WWE stuff. That
Stephen Peake is the Warriors Knights are on their last game on this weekend, aren't they?
Yeah, Sunday. So we should be doing that one. Yes. Well, me anyway. Should be doing that one. Yeah.
I'll do that one.
Oh, speak of the devil. Here it is. James Fisher Harris is captain.
The best, 100% should have been in New South Wales jersey.
Who?
I'm still dirty about that.
Who? Oh, Bradman Best.
No, I called it in the week leading up. As soon as I heard about Munster Senior passing away.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. We're done. We're not winning. We can't win against that. And we didn't. And I said it to my dad. I was like, oh, I'll just hand Queensland the trophy now. We're done.
We talked about it on Facebook.
Don't even need to put me through that.
Yeah, we discussed it on Facebook. It was advantage Queensland at that point. Yeah. I mean, a terrible way. I mean, I'm sure if you asked Cameron Munster, what would he rather, that happen or lose an Origin series? I think he would pick losing an Origin series. Terrible way for it to have eventuated, but yeah, it's hard to compete against passion like that. It really is.
100%. And I'm not saying, you know, like,
just in case anybody thought we're being disrespectful, when we're absolutely not being disrespectful at all.
Being disrespectful. Everybody knows how much I dislike Cameron Munster as a player, but as someone who's also lost a parent relatively young, I just feel like you can't discount that passion. And I knew that once that news dropped, that
he was never losing that game from that point.
Never. So You're disrespectful, Jones. Jason Dunn. You just shut up. I drove across the state for your goddamn birthday. You just shush yourself over there. Drive across the state again and give you a slap across the head.
Drove across the state.
I did drive across the state for his stupid birthday.
That's
3 hours to get there.
That's up there with my 72 on 1 overlaps level of exaggeration. That.
I drove. It was like a 2-hour dinner, and it took me 6 hours there and back. I know you do.
Speaking of kisses,
I appreciate you.
Speaking of kisses, how funny is that thing floating around of that that high-profile affair that got busted at a Coldplay concert?
I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I literally have no idea what you're talking about. What? What is this? What affair?
So, some high-profile CEO, astronomer, I think is the company. Is the CEO anyway of this company, high-profile, and then they're at a Coldplay gig. Him and this woman that he's fooling around on his wife with, and they put them up on the big screen at the Coldplay concert, and they just went, "Oh, we must hide." It's like it's too late now. So it's like the running joke is, what's worse, finding out that your husband's cheating or finding out that your husband's at a Coldplay concert?
Oh my god, that's awful.
I'm going to say what's worse is finding out your husband's at a Coldplay concert, personally. But I really dislike Coldplay.
Yeah, look, that's one of my mom's favorite songs was a Coldplay song, and
but the thing is, the goof put out this apology, and I'm using air quotes if anybody can't see me, if you're just listening. I'm using the air quotes. He put out this apology that basically the undertone was, it's all their fault for putting me up on the big screen against my consent. It's like, sod off, you goofball. Just cop it, mate.
oh my god,
Just cop it, accept it. You know, the apology was not an apology. Just cop it, mate, and move on, you know?
There's a spider in my room, and I'm pretty sure I put him out last night. You? Fuck it off. Put you out last night. Put you out again. That is god-awful. Like...
Yeah, well, some of the memes that you see pop up on your wall will probably make a little bit more sense now when you see them.
Honestly, I'm not even... Yeah.
Kristen's got the best one. Kristen put the best one up.
I did see Kristen post something, but I was completely distracted. So I'm going to have to go suss it. All right, I'll go and suss it.
She's just like, what a way to find out that your husband likes Coldplay or something like that, she said.
Yeah, I think I saw that briefly and was like, huh? And then just kept going. So, try this spider.
Yeah, so that's sort of the meme world at the moment. Outside of footy players taking the piss of the new footy game.
See, all I see is sports memes. That's pretty much my entire... I've trained my my news cycle when I open my computer and stuff to be just about sport. Occasionally I get something about alcohol, you know, a nice whiskey or a nice wine or a gin recipe or something like that. You know, a cocktail recipe for something. But mostly it's about sport because I just go, nope, I don't care unless it's anything about sport. So I'll have to go and have a look because I saw something today, and I'm going to go back to the NBA here. I saw a meme today about the AFL, and they were doing a Legends All-Star team, and it was a photo of some guy they've recalled to play in the AFL, Dan Gorringe. He's not really some guy. He used to play, and now he is a commentator, journalist, Facebook star, whatever, social media influencer. And, yeah, they had a photo of him and Clay Thompson. And I got it immediately because I follow both sports. But I had to send it to both my AFL and basketball chat. I'd be like, please, please, at least one of you get this. Because I cackled when I saw it. So, yeah, they're my memes. They're my memes. And I said, yeah, how many memes do I send you, Dan? They're just,
Oh, I don't know.
sports related.
Yeah.
Speaking of Dan Gorin, she's on TV right now.
Ah, right.
No, that guy, obviously.
No, obviously not any of those guys.
Yeah.
Wild Panther, ahoy there. A wild panther has appeared.
A wild panther. It's not the old panther, is it?
No. Oh, this is a wild one. All right, are we tapping out? I've got to get some food.
I will never apologize, DJ Shaq. I'm gonna message you the best kebab place because I'm gonna give away your location.
I had well, I don't want to give away my location either, but I had a certain Korean dinner tonight. It was very, very nice. Very, very nice.
I might have to get one for old time's sake next time.
If a kebab place can be up on that level, it'd be fantastic. I'll have had a fantastic dinner and a nice post-stream snack.
All right. I will send that to you shortly.
Sweet. West to Water Sports crew, thank you so much for joining us. Panthers and the Sharks, the victors tonight. Very much appreciate your company as always, wherever you joined us from. The milestone, 4,000 on Twitch. That was pretty cool.
Absolutely.
I wasn't expecting that. That just popped up in my face there. What was that? That was during the Panthers game, I think. Just sort of popped up in the face there. 4,000 over there on Twitch. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, tomorrow we'll be doing, or I'll be doing, the All Blacks France and the Wallabies versus British and Irish Lions, all rugby tomorrow. And then we'll be back for NRL on Sunday. So that's coming up here on the Wasted World of Sports.
Of these rooms must love these post-win celebrations.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway,
at least it's only water, I suppose.
For the Panthers, 6 losses on the trot for the Rabbitohs.
I'm assuming you tipped the Panthers.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid. Shut up.
Yeah, it was just the one moment of madness this weekend, going for the Cowboys.
Yeah. Well, 2, because I went for the Roosters.
Oh, but that wasn't madness, though. It was very tight. Roosters were $2. Sharks were $1.80. Okay, the Sharks ended up winning quite comfortably, but I don't think anybody expected the Roosters to be quite that bad at the back end of the game.
No, I absolutely did not.
Yeah, I don't think picking them was madness. I mean, I tipped the Roosters, like, verbally. I went for the Sharks in the tipping comp because that's my team, but verbally, I had the Roosters winning. As Johnson, we are getting ready. Well, I'm getting ready for the Lions. A whooping is incoming. Actually, let me pop this up on the screen, Gaz. I think this is the right thing. No, that's not it. That's Gunther versus Jey Uso. I don't know what that's even still doing there. Let's see.
Code this evening.
Oh, I think I might have to go back over to this screen. Oh, no, this wouldn't be it. I don't know. I must have long since removed it in that case. Oh, there it is. Let me put this up on the screen momentarily, Gaz. There we go. Lions versus Wallabies coming up tomorrow. And sorry, we had to cover Michelle up there to put that up on the screen, but there's our cartoon for tomorrow night. Very much prepared for it, Gaz.
Right.
All right. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow. Double header of rugby union. So excited for it, even though the third test between All Blacks and France is essentially a dead rubber. All Blacks have already won the series. Can they go the clean sweep? And can they go the clean sweep? Especially with Damian McKenzie starting at fly half. Damian McKenzie, the All Blacks version of the chat. Just for context.
I get it now.
So we'll see. Damian McKenzie steering the ship at fly half. France are a chance.
Again, I assume you're not coming on the vet mental health walk on Sunday morning.
The what?
Exactly. Okay, never mind.
Can I just donate it? This is what I always say. It's like, people are like, oh, are you doing the thing, raising funds for such and such? I'm like, can I just donate to the fund and not do the thing? Is that acceptable?
Did you donate to
Like
my
that,
driving life?
Dougie nominated me back in the day for that ice bucket challenge, and I said, Doug, can I just donate the money and like not do this thing? Let me just donate the money to the thing and not do the thing. How does that sound to everybody? All good.
All right. I finished my other drink that I came to get drinks for the post-game chats. We're out. I'm out.
Ah, too bad. All right. Thank you so much once again, everybody, and we'll catch you next time. Wasted World of Sports crew. Until tomorrow. Cheers, and fingers crossed, some better luck for same game multis.
Yeah, right. Cheers. He's gone anyway. What's your the lighting on YouTube is god awful. You look like you're jaundiced.